mob flying some birds. There's probably about 50 birds in there. They're all B and C kit basically, so kind of ran out of time. So I just need to get them up in the air, so I'm just gonna mob fly the hell out of them. Oh, wish they would get closer. That wind is pushing them out. It's always windy out here, so just something I gotta put up with and kind of tailor the birds to be able to take that wind. Uh, but they do all right for the most part. I don't like it when they get down low and start that swooping motion. It scares me because they're so low that when they swoop and then raise up, they tend to roll. And if they roll when they're that low, the deeper ones can pop a roof or something and kill themselves. So I'm kind of wary of that. But I've been waiting a while for this, man. Hawk season. I lock them down. I refuse to feed a hawk. Um, learned a long time ago to be patient, and that's what I do. I stay patient. But it's a sight to see when you got that many birds up in the air. It's a relaxing thing. It really is. Thank God for these little birds. Thank God for them. Otherwise, I would go insane. Just the daily stress of a flock is ridiculous. I come home and I go out there and scrape shit, and I'm perfectly happy. So, woof, holy shit, that was. God, I hope that can be seen. Damn, that was nice. That was freaking nice. That was a huge break. I hope they do it again when they're closer. whoever said those 1080 birds lack control, um, come by. I'm serious. Come by. If you're ever nearby, come by. Especially with the way my area is, with the wind and the birds swooping down. If they didn't have control, I wouldn't have a bird flying up in the air right now, because every single bird you guys see up in the air has 1080 behind it. Every single one. Every single one. There's not a bird up there that doesn't have 1080. So if you think 1080 birds lack control, or that they're roll downs, stop by. Stop by, because I would not have a bird up in the air right now if they lack control. Just because of my airspace, the way it is, the way the wind is. Um, you know, I hadn't had an issue with that. So, for whoever is curious, like I said, if you're ever out here, or you live close by, you're more than welcome to come by. They're too low. See, that's what I'm talking about, the wind. This is what it does. They go right above the trees, barely, and it scares the living shit out of me. Shh! 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 Ah! Get up high. See, that's control, guys. I don't know if I caught that one. Little black self-hen. She is out of two, actually her father and her mother both are grandchildren to 1080. So you want to talk about jammed up 1080? Well, that was jammed up, um, and no control issues. Oof. Oh God, I love this. You know, there's something about flying a huge group of pigeons and seeing these bigger breaks. You know, these birds. There's some very young ones in there, so there's really not. Well, they're really not what I call properly rolling. But just to see the kids stop and just as a group do something, whether it be flutter or roll, is it's a very good sign as far as I'm concerned, because that little fluttering and you know, back and forth crap is going to turn into rolling, and you know, that just tells you these birds are on the same page. Uh, so you know, that's how you get those big ass breaks. Oh, and Albert, this is my viewing post. I'm higher off the ground because I got a little bit of a hill underneath my house, and there's a hill on the other side too. Um, that little guy on the roof is out of 3/4 of my 1040 rooster, my tortoiseshell rooster. He is this year's baby. I pulled him about a week ago, and he's stuck on the roof, doesn't want to come in. I kind of overfed him a little bit, so He's chilling up there, but he'll get hungry and come down. But back to the big kit. I remember seeing Bill Baird fly huge groups of pigeons, and man, that was a sight to see. I believe there's a tape out there that Rick recorded back in the 80s, um, where he caught a couple of huge breaks that Bill Baird's birds put up. I was fortunate enough to be born and raised in Europe, and my dad was, my uncle and my dad, and my grandfather were pigeons. So I actually got to visit England back in the day, uh, and I was just a child, and I got to see some of the top guys in England. I don't remember a whole lot because that was I was just a child, but I do remember some things, and Bill Baird was one of the guys that kind of stuck with me, and that man could fly some pigeons. So, wow, man, some great pigeons. Dad got a couple of pairs of birds from him, and from some Arabic guy that was there. I can't remember his name. I remember he had he had some funky ass pigeons that were huge birds. I don't remember what they were, but he had some Birmingham rollers too, and Dad got a couple of pairs from him too, and I believe they were Bill Baird birds too, and was fortunate enough to be raised around that.